From the Harold Jaffe Jeweler Studio, welcome to Love My 419. I'm Clint Hazlett, this is Danny Lee, Steve Reamy, Marissa Million, and we're back.
Back feeling better. Boy, that was a nasty bug. I missed you guys.
I missed you guys. I had no one to elbow our entire show.
Right?
Well, there was enough at it this past elbowing going on at Acoustic. I mean, I love drunk married couples because one wants to stay, the other one wants another Busch Light, and it's not pretty.
Busch Light.
Yeah.
Well, at least you didn't have to literally jump over someone had a little too much fun there.
Yeah, the party was a little
mess on the
festive.
floor.
Yes.
Great time though.
Yeah, there's a lot that went on this week, and we're
Yes.
glad that they had a great show without us.
Yes.
And
I
did
know.
some wonderful things. And so there's a lot going on in 419. What's
Yeah,
that?
we're going to talk a little bit about Medicaid in Ohio. It could be in jeopardy.
Oh, and after a year, Chris Rock finally speaks out.
Finally.
Wow. And some funny business going on with Dana, you guys. All this and more, Northwest Ohio. This is Love My 419.
Love My 419 is brought to you by Harold Jaffe Jewelers. Without them, there is no Love My 419, and without Love My 419, how would you know about all the wonderful people, places, businesses and things that make up the 419? So stop in to Harold Jaffe Jewelers anytime, Monday through Saturday, and let them know how much you appreciate them for bringing you the quality television like Love My 419. They're awesome. You're awesome. Thank you for watching Love My 419.
Sustaining 75 years of excellence is no easy task. So often, in our continued effort to remain the best, those little things that we do can get overlooked. Here at Harold Jaffe Jewelers, whether it's a small repair on a family heirloom or changing the battery in your watch, appraisals for insurance, on-premise repair and manufacturing, just more of why you can always rely on us. We're Harold Jaffe Jewelers, one of a kind.
Welcome back to Love My 419. I'm Danny. This is Clint, Marissa, and Steve, and we are missing Leah today. And we miss her so much, but we will see her next week.
So we're going to talk about Medicaid a little bit in Ohio. It's in jeopardy.
Yeah.
So when the pandemic health emergency ends, a lot of people are going to be scrambling to get to fill out the applications and to be accounted for to be able to get Medicaid services. So it's scary because COVID has changed so much that people have no place to live. So it's going to be hard to try to locate these people and get them. Chase people down. So it's going to be tough. So
For them to get the information they need to renew their benefits.
Right.
So,
And now some people have changed job careers, so they're now they earn too much more money. You know, they could jeopardize that, you know, because they don't fall into that criteria. So it's a little scary.
it is a little scary.
The
They had this
budget.
scare a few years ago.
Budget,
So
yeah.
let's just hope that this irons itself out and things are good
Yeah.
for people.
Yeah, there's going to be some ironing with the budget situations, and it's affecting everywhere.
It is.
You know, so
it
it's
is.
definitely going to be a time where things have to get figured out.
Yeah.
But let's get to what everybody was watching that for anyway. He's going to talk about the slap.
I mean,
heard around the world.
He did.
Okay, but he made light of a difficult situation,
Yeah.
but at the same time, he also pointed things out that made you think, like, hey, this guy was 6'3" and he was huge. Like, you should be able to slap me and get away with it.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean,
It's messed up.
I mean, who knew? And he, you know, do you think he made himself look any better? I mean, do you?
I mean, I don't think highly of Will for slapping him over Jada.
No.
Because honestly, at least somebody hasn't slapped her yet.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Well,
I think Chris made a comment saying, like, Will hurt me as much as Jada hurt him. So I thought that was kind of
Well, you know, you act out a lot of your hurts.
Yeah.
You know, hurt people. We know that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, you know, he definitely, like, said a lot of things without saying a lot of things.
Yeah.
He did.
He's
It
the
was
master
a little
of
salty,
that,
I
though.
felt.
Right.
A little salty, but hey, I mean,
Is he not
kinda
allowed
got,
to be?
He got disrespected.
Right.
You know, and like I would be too.
I mean,
so.
He was a fan.
yeah.
He
You know, he
was.
was, and he also said that. He was like, I was a fan, and now I only watch.
Movies that he gets beat up in.
That was funny.
That was
though.
rough.
Yeah,
But-
What, the Emancipation?
Yes.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
He said, now I look forward to watching the
Oh,
Emancipation.
Hey, I love
so
it.
he said
Love
it. I mean,
it.
he came out and said it, and you know, I think he looks better in all of this. He's not trying to be rough with it. He's
No.
being a comedian.
No.
Yes.
No, he
No.
did it in his Chris Rock way.
Yeah. Oh,
and
he
I
did.
feel like it'll
And
be
it was
received.
tasteful.
And he got away with
And
it.
he waited a while to do it, you guys. So it was
Yeah,
kind
a
of cool.
year.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
I don't know
love
that I could
him.
wait a year.
No, I
I'm waiting 3 minutes and everyone's
Right.
getting a mask mom's text message.
And a slap
And
back.
a slap
Right.
and a Facebook post.
I'm
and
gonna
a
stop.
Twitter.
I'm gonna stop the show immediately.
Yeah.
Take care of business and come back.
I'll be right back. Let me
Yeah.
turn my microphone off.
There'll be a
I would have
seat
slapped him
open.
twice.
Yeah.
To my one slap.
I've been waiting in his car, sitting on his hood.
Right.
Oh my God.
Loves it. What else is
Now that
going
everybody has a
on?
mental picture of all this, there's some other news. McLaren, St. Luke's shutting down.
You guys, that's like one of the last hospitals that wasn't like owned by ProMedica or Mercy, and I was born there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that was and McLaren is a good company, but again, the pandemic has just ruined and it's changed healthcare. It really has changed healthcare.
People are taking avenues and doing things because they have to.
Right.
So this is one of those situations.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the insurance reimbursements are not as high as they were before. They're decreasing, so you're not able to budget correctly, with the patient load that's coming in there. And they were only a level 1 hospital.
Right.
So they were a level 1 hospital.
They were good at my dad.
It was tough. I mean, it's a great hospital,
was.
but I mean, the health system, look again what happened with ProMedica, laying off, they're getting rid of the
budget
the
again.
budget,
This is all
hospice
budget.
and home health.
Right.
And there were two big, services that ProMedica offered to our community, and we're not having it anymore.
I was around some of the board members of St. Luke's and some of the doctors this past Friday at an event, and they're thinking about where does the residency program go? They have to relocate all these people, and there's a lot of things that they still have to do. They didn't really have any say in it, and so when you're bought out, you're kind of bought out.
hopefully they keep the good when you have a baby there, they have the best dinner, you guys. So hopefully they keep that tradition.
Let's keep them.
Yes.
So
Marissa with the food.
Steak and lobster. Marissa with the food.
And moving on, Dana's in the news.
Yeah.
And it's not in a positive manner, unfortunately, with as much as, they employ a lot in Toledo. I've sold a lot of houses to people that work from Dana.
Oh, wow.
What kind of news?
So what's
kind of news
going
we
on
got?
with them?
Well, let me tell you. There's some things that some people are losing their jobs over some crazy stuff. Just
what I heard.
It's small.
Okay.
Small stuff. Clocking in.
Minutes.
Taking a day off.
Really?
Those are normal things, I feel like, that happens.
Yeah, but they're not really getting the support of their union.
That's okay. So it kind of seems to me from following the story that a lot of the issue is it's like, hey, we have a union in place, but now it's like, who are you actually helping here? And personally, both my parents, my dad worked at Jeep and my mom works at St. B's. Well, actually, she just retired, so worked at St. B's.
Okay.
So I've lived my entire life with blue collar with a working family that had union, and I thought in my mind when I picture union it was to avoid these types of situations. So I just really, I'm speechless. What's
too
happening?
bad.
It's a matter of the relationship between the company and the union.
Okay.
Who's
So they're not meeting in the middle is what it sounds like. And so this kind of nitpicky mentality, you feel is that's due to budget? I mean, is this an easy way to say, hey, we can't afford, so...
Yeah.
Well,
Everything is
Did it just
budget.
start?
Everything is budget.
If you guys notice, every single issue we cover, or this is closing, or this is
Yes.
changing, it all comes down to budget. If I'm not wearing Louis Vuitton, it's budget.
Money.
Like, everyone's budget is suffering right now.
Everybody, trust me, everybody.
Everyone.
But if you need to get rid of somebody, if you need to shave your budget and you need to get rid of somebody that maybe isn't the best employee, it's time to start doing some cutbacks.
Or like a lot of companies, they get rid of the oldest employee.
You know why? Because they're
at the
paid
top.
the
Yeah,
highest.
they're
They're paid the highest,
Yeah.
yes.
Either way, they're not getting the support from their union, and
well, we hope it gets better.
we don't know how much more this is going to happen or how badly it has gotten.
Right.
But it's in the news, and we're just going to
And
keep
if it's
monitoring.
affected you, let us know.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey.
if you're looking for a job, you can come and work for Love My 419. We need more people, so come on over. Bring your application. Bring your resume.
Hey, when we return, we'll give our perspective on the nation.
Yes.
This is Love My 419.
So thank you again for all coming out, and I'll send it over to Mr. Bell.
Well, I'm here because I was here the first time we opened
Yes.
this place, and it was unbelievable then, and that Rachel is so committed to this community. I just had to come back for a second time. Let's start over again. 1, 2, 3. Somebody is putting a business in this community. It's important to be there just because this helps create the economic growth that helps other people inside our community. So I want to thank Rachel for her commitment to this city and for what she's doing and her no quit attitude.
Yeah. Yeah, we're rebranding, we're expanding. It's going to be amazing. So, corporate orders, get them in, please.
Danny,
She doesn't have to go anywhere.
Don't
She
leave
doesn't have
us.
to leave. She's all good.
I want to stay.
She's feisty.
Wow.
Okay, so there's that.
Did you see where it's at? Is it
Yep,
at the Honey?
Glass
Oh, here's your
Glass
paper
City-
bag, sir.
Glass City Center.
Glass
I'm
City
starting to see who I am now.
My friend.
Wow.
That's why we clicked.
Marissa knew this is how I am.
I knew
I
the first
said-
day
I
I
said
met
something
you.
to her the other day. She was like, Jesus Christ.
On your way to an ethics class.
I know you're going to ethics.
You guys go from fun to here.
Here at Harold Jaffe Jewelers, whether it's a small repair on a family heirloom or changing the battery in your watch, appraisals for insurance, on-premise repair and manufacturing, we're Harold Jaffe Jewelers, one of a kind.
Welcome back to Love My 419. I'm Steve. Thank you for being with us. I'm here with Danny, Clint, and Marissa. Hey, and this portion of this talk of the 419 Nation is brought to you by Monroe Auto Service and Tire on the corner of Monroe and Talmadge. So, talking about cars and everything, Ford is cutting up, y'all.
Giving a new meaning to smart car, isn't it?
Yes, so I saw this. I choked on my latte. I was like,
I'm sorry, but the whole thought of like me walking out to my car and it drove itself to the impound.
To get repo.
Okay, so let's break the story down. That they're saying if you can't pay, the car is going to be programmed
yes,
to
yes.
Drive itself.
drive away.
Yeah, they have a patent right now to come up with this basically will repo your car. So what's going to start first, if you are late on your payment or you completely don't make the payment, so your car is going to start acting really funny, like it's going to be locked, you're not going to be able to get into it.
That's your warning. That'll be your first warning.
Is it going to verbally harass you?
Giving you,
Call you things.
It's going to flip
gonna
its
call
like
me
middle
broke.
finger at you. Yeah, I mean,
It's going to say I'm
it gonna
broke in front of my
tease you?
friends?
baby, can you imagine
Take
the
off a little
embarrassment? You
bit.
coming out of church looking all good,
Where's my
your heart's full of Jesus,
my new
and your
Ford.
car is gone.
Your car's gone at the impound.
Great. There's a line at the impound because everybody's
You
car's
can't
got it.
pay, we're taking it away.
Well, here's
There's
the
a
other-
slogan.
Well, here's the other thing. Who's gonna buy a damn Ford now?
Not I.
Knowing that that's gonna happen,
Right.
why would you buy a Ford?
I don't
I mean, is it
think I
gonna
could-
is it gonna just shut down, or is it really gonna like
No, because they're saying now because now they have autonomous driving.
Tesla technology?
Yes,
is gonna be,
Nice.
all of a sudden you're gonna be coming out the church, your car is going down.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Gone.
You're on a
It's
date
it's
trying
getting
to impress?
too smart.
right.
It's getting too smart.
What else does
That's-
it know about my finances?
Exactly.
I know. I don't want it to know when I didn't pay my payment. How dare you?
Yeah.
So can
Wow.
you make a payment and have it drive back to you? Like, can you make that?
Oh my God! Come back home! Come back
Yeah.
home!
Baby,
Marissa,
come back.
You better be on
Come
your way
back.
back.
And while you at it, stop at the grocery store. I mean,
Give me some Taco Bell.
Right?
Just don't go to the.
No, he likes the Popeyes.
Oh.
He likes the Popeyes 3-piece with a biscuit and the
Yes.
coleslaw.
I'm
Yeah, but their
at
line
it.
is always ridiculous. So.
Yes.
Shifting our focus,
All right.
Ryan Seacrest is going to GMA.
I was so shocked, you guys.
Yeah.
But I wasn't.
He's all over the place, but
He is.
Wow.
Good move.
He's good.
Because they have
is.
to clean up that whole scandal
Right.
with Amy Robach and TJ.
Yes.
So the rumor he's left, he's
Ryan
leaving.
it is.
So they're because of his
Ryan.
image. He's got a
Ryan.
squeaky clean image. You know,
he's got his hand in everything.
he's got his hand in
does.
everything.
But who's
He's
his
too
co-host?
squeaky
Okay,
clean.
now,
Steve.
so if you've been watching A Good Morning America, and I'm a huge fan,
Yes.
so they've been bringing her on all the time. So remember 2017 Rachel Lindsay from The Bachelorette?
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I don't.
They've been bringing
I'm
her
lying. Heard of
on
her
the
name.
show. Yeah, they've been bringing her. So she was the first African American girl
okay.
featured on The Bachelorette. So if you've been watching, they've been bringing her on. So they have
Like a
book club.
tease.
Yes.
So you think
I
maybe
think that's going to be the new. That's
never
going to
know.
replace.
So they're going to be the main
Nice.
hosts?
Yeah, so they will take care. They will do the show that comes on after.
After.
Yeah, in the morning.
Is it the
Poor
9 o'clock?
Kelly.
Is that the
Yeah,
9
it's
o'clock
like
show?
a 9 o'clock show.
Poor
correct.
Kelly.
Yeah.
If you haven't had enough of your morning show, there's more and more and more. But hey, Ryan
Congrats,
Seacrest.
Ryan. Good
Okay.
move.
I could see it. I think it. I mean, the demographic is good.
Yeah,
We're just
always
waiting for
will
him
be.
to make it his announcement.
Right.
We know.
You know.
Also in the news, DraftKings setting records nationally in the state of Ohio.
And it's not for divorce.
Imagine that. I'm not
Well.
a person.
I don't know, but they said it's like rivaling like New Jersey. Like it's
Okay,
like
if you
very
let,
popular.
if you take pop away from a child and then you let them like live in Pepsi, like they're gonna drink all the pop.
Wow.
Okay,
I
like
don't-
nobody
you?
was allowed to do this. These guys been driving to Michigan to go up
Right.
over the line.
Yeah.
Like You know,
Yeah.
they were just like a kid in a candy store. So right now our numbers are probably really high,
That's true.
along with the amount of upset women.
Right.
Get his
I would say so.
password. You know what? Here. Get his password.
Wow.
You get in there, you check his bets and see if he's a winner or a loser.
Wow.
Ooh,
Yeah.
his
And if he's-
history.
and if he's a loser, then you get the divorce papers. And if he's a winner, you shut your mouth.
Loves it.
If he's got a Ford, his
Keep your
vehicle
mouth
already
shut.
knows. Yeah.
Make sure he ain't
Wow.
driving a Ford.
Right.
either.
Yeah. They're gonna tell on him.
Unless it's an F-150.
Right. Oh my God.
I
Those are
don't
a
care
lot.
what it is. If it
Those are a lot
drives
of
away
money.
when I'm on a date and I have to call an Uber, we have an issue.
Other things in the news: Leonard Skinner, founder and guitarist Gary Rossington, dies at 71.
I know. That was one of the best classic Southern rock bands of all time.
Yes.
So, like,
Yeah.
Freebird.
Iconic.
Everyone knows that.
They're
Sweet
iconic.
Home Alabama.
Sweet
That's the
Home
theme song for
Oh,
them.
that's the theme song for. I'm not gonna say it.
For Sweet Home
But
Alabama.
Every bar in Toledo, if that comes on and anyone's over 50, the whole mood's changing.
Oh,
Wow.
air guitars.
Everything.
What bar are
Everything's
you
good.
going to that they're over 50?
Well, you
Hey,
know,
one with you, Marissa.
I did see somebody
I
try
didn't end up at that bar very long.
this weekend. I did see somebody try to sing "Take Me Home, Country Road." Nothing like a bunch of Ohioans trying to sing,
Well, you know.
Almost Heaven, West Virginia.
Yeah. Well,
But-
it helps when they know the words.
Right, that does help. But if they're not hillbillies, it doesn't come out right. But
It's not quite the same.
they tried. They tried.
You guys.
Hey, when we return, more stories that you need to know in 419.
Love My 419. Brought to you in part by Powell's Beauty Supply, servicing Toledo for over 30 years. Also brought to you by The Butler, Master Barber, changing lives one haircut at a time. Find him inside Barbershop, North Reynolds Road. Coming up, more Love My 419.
Black and white sports, no gray.
What you don't do if you Serena Williams is allow Russell Wilson and Sierra to attend the damn event, sitting up there in damn sunglasses. That's why she lost. That's why she lost. I don't want to hear nothing about running to the corner. I don't want to hear nothing about no shots. I don't want to hear nothing about no young girls playing tennis. Damn front running. Let's ride. 1-2 step. Man, get your asses out of here.
At 10 a.m. Saturdays.
ESPN 100.7, The Ticket.
Welcome back to Love My 419. Before we go any further, we have a few shout-outs.
Man, I just wanted to say thank you to Nicole and Scott from Project I Am and Acoustic Audio. We had a blast out there. I got to be part of it by being one of the celebrity cash grabbers. Okay, and the one that grabbed my behind when I was going through there.
What?
You got some strong hands. That's all I got to say.
Wow.
But anyway.
It was so packed, you guys. It was ridiculous.
It
And
was
they are,
so
you guys
much
are,
fun.
they're amazing. So big shout out to them. It was,
Yeah, record attendance this year, too.
Yes,
So.
they're expecting about 25,000.
Very talented.
I had the privilege of taking care of the wardrobes for a few of the fashion show guys at the Victory Center charity. Shout out to those people at the Victory Center. They do so much for the cancer patients. I got to hang out with some of the doctors and some of the patients, some of the people who've just been have gotten through cancer and have won. And so it's the Victory Center. We love it. Shout out to you guys. You packed the house at the Hilton Garden Inn. And we look forward to another great event and all the great things you do every day at the Victory Center.
And thank you to all that attended the Acoustics for Autism, too.
We'll be back with Love My 419.
The founder of this whole thing, right here, playing the drums in 1 week. How about two of the greatest broadcasters, and they've got two of the greatest DJs. The legendary, from Bowling Green-ish, Jerry Anderson. And I'll tell you what, WTOL has been more supportive than anyone we could ever imagine. And Dan Cummins has done a ton of stories on this. His heart is in it. We are not the same charity without Dan Cummins. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Cummins, give him a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, who listens to 1370? I do. Listen to it on your way home. He has more great national interviews than anyone I've ever seen. And his name is Scott Sands, right here. From Love My 419, the incomparable, the amazing, the flamboyant Steve Reed.
Sustaining 75 years of excellence is no easy task. So often, in our continued effort to remain the best, those little things that we do can get overlooked. Here at Harold Jaffe Jewelers, whether it's a small repair on a family heirloom or changing the battery in your watch, appraisals for insurance, on-premise repair and manufacturing, just more of why you can always rely on us. We're Harold Jaffe Jewelers, one of a kind.
Love My 419 continues. I'm Marissa. This is Danny. This is Clint and Steve. And now it's time for 419 Stories You Need to Know.
The 419 Stories You Need to Know!
Brought to you by Dialed Up by our very own Danny Lee.
Yay!
Okay, guys, so don't forget to turn your clocks back this weekend because none of us needed an extra hour of sleep, apparently.
Apparently
Dark circles.
not.
Yeah, the caffeine dependency is real on Love My 419.
Show is.
We're looking at bags in the 419.
Their designer.
They want to get rid of this, though. They want to stop doing this. Everybody wants to stop doing
Right.
it. We're tired of it.
They should.
We're
And
tired of it.
Why do we do it?
That and a 4-day work week. That's a
Yes.
whole nother
Okay,
discussion.
so everyone, look forward to Monday when you got bags under your
Yes.
Wow.
I already had bags. They're designer. They're Gucci bags.
Yes,
You have
they should
makeup
be,
that'll
yes.
cover that at your salon.
Yeah, I got a good line to cover them eyes up.
Wow.
Well, everybody likes a feel-good story.
we do.
I love a good feel. So, it's Friday. Everybody wants to start the weekend off on a good note. So I love this story out of Callisburg, Texas. So there was a guy, Mr. James, 82 years old, used to be the school janitor. So he had retired, and all of a sudden they had increased his rent to $400 more a month,
That's a
which was
lot.
just
That is
that's
a
a lot. That's a lot. So thank God to Grayson Thurman. He's one of the kids at the school. He said, you know what? He should not have to end his life the rest of his remaining years like that. So they did a GoFundMe, started a GoFundMe, and they raised $217,000
That's
for
awesome.
Mr. James, and he went back into retirement.
You know
I
what?
think
That's
the
such a
best
great story, but you know how many people have are in his situation?
Yes.
Yes.
Too many. Honestly,
Yeah,
too many.
but we're so grateful for this young fella who notices a need and meets it.
Yes.
And
That's a good
Shout out to
person.
the GoFundMe.
Good
Yeah,
soul.
that's so sweet.
Kudos to his parents for raising the
Raising
kid
him.
to have good
True.
Amen.
morals
Very
like that.
true.
So,
Yeah.
I think I love that story.
I love it.
Now it's fun in the 419.
A lot of fun stuff. So the fine art show. I mean, who doesn't not like a fine art show?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Get you some goodies.
Yeah, it's at the Glass City Center. Admission's $5. But I mean, you think we're getting into spring.
Yes.
So it's time to open up and air out the house, change some decor around. So buy local art. We have a great art scene here in Toledo.
Oh, yeah.
So
And the glass blowing is amazing.
It's amazing. So you check that out. If you guys are looking for something a little bit more physical to do, we have a brand new climbing gym called Aventus Climbing. It's on Maple Street in Toledo. So it just opened. So they have different levels of climbing. So I think that smells like a segment.
Group
right
project.
I'll just watch, y'all.
You know what? I would love to get Marissa.
Stop!
I'll go underneath you.
She just wants to see the booty.
I'll hold you.
Oh my goodness.
She'll have to hold me meatball. No, I'll do it. I'll do it.
What else
got
is
a lot
fun?
of fun. Well, you check out the Lady Rockets, the men, and our hockey team are all in playoff mode. So check that out. They're all
A lot of great
doing
sports
really,
happening
really
right now
well.
on 419.
Yeah, so the women's MAC tournament is happening in Cleveland. So go check that out. That's at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. And then stay tuned because everybody's getting into the mood for opening day. So stay tuned. We're gonna have a lot of
I'll be
fun
in my
with that.
jersey.
So
We will be having a great time together at opening.
Yes.
Oh,
And
yes.
it's mandatory because I will force all of us.
Yes.
yes.
Yes. I'll still be classy, though.
Of course.
Maybe.
Of course.
That's debatable.
Not
but
me.
it'll be fine.
I'll be right there.
All right,
I'm
let's.
going in that locker room and I'm getting some in-depth and personal.
I'll be coming with you.
Yes.
And I'll be supervising.
She will.
Well, hey, we like to leave our folks with some great words, some parting words. What do we have, Steve?
Well, you know what? A lot of viewers have been asking, how's your mom doing? She's doing much,
your
much better.
mom.
But I got to give a huge shout out. Not that we hope that you never have to use them, but if you do, Hospice of Northwest Ohio, they are amazing. Those ladies, I mean, they're there because they generally want to make a presence in the people's lives and the remaining part of their life. So kudos to the staff and everybody at the Hospice of Northwest Ohio.
Yes, so glad she's doing well.
She is.
Yeah.
I'm getting her candies. Tell her I want to know her favorite
she
candy.
loves candy.
I know she does.
Yes.
Just have an amazing weekend. There's so much to do in Toledo, and I want to leave you with this quote by one of my faves, Audrey Hepburn. Nothing is impossible. The word itself, impossible. So just remember that when you're doing things in life.
Right on. Danny.
Okay, I want everyone to remember, quitting will not speed up the process.
Nope.
Ooh, that's deep.
Like, it's almost like it kind of goes together with nothing's impossible.
It really does.
Yep.
So even though things aren't perfect all the time, don't stop. You have to keep going.
Tomorrow's a new day.
I mean, even though your waist size says 38, you trying to squeeze in a 32, you supposed to stop.
Yeah, you can stop then.
And so I'm going to try to leave you with this one. With Will Smith and Chris Rock and all of their mess, bitterness will kill you.
Sure will. Just laugh about it.
I'm trying to laugh, but forgive. Forgiveness is huge. Bitterness will kill you.
Everything.
So hey, if you're watching on Friday, have a great weekend. If you're watching Sunday night, we hope you have a great work week. We'll see you next time on Love My 411.